Hello and welcome to your first video for 2021 to do with Microbit. So one of the things you've been asked to do is for 3 points is to create a stop the dot game. So a dot moves horizontally across the screen and bounces back. Player must press a button when the dot is in the center of the screen. The speed then increases. The game ends when the player misses and the score is outputted. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through this, and I'm going to take you through starting this off by making a dot move across the screen. Now, some people will be able to get this to work in a kind of a brute force way. What I'm going to do now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me just delete this, don't need this. We're going to show you how to make a dot move in a brute force approach, and then we're going to make it slightly smarter. And then we're going to try and do it with something called, we need to use something called subroutines. Subroutines in some languages, other languages call them functions, something called Java calls them methods, different things like that. To achieve this, we're going to use different types of loops, while or for, and also if-else statements. Now you've used these things in the creation of the initial microbit tasks, but to be able to really produce some half decent things or produce where we're going to, you need to be really good with these. That's what we're going to have a look at. So, like I said, first thing we're going to make a dot move across the screen using brute force. Now, when I say brute force, that means you basically are setting the you're basically making a move from one point and then you're telling it to go to the next and the next and the next and so on. So that's what we've got here. So what I'm doing, I'm saying on button A press, what we're going to do, if I play, I know if I press the A button, we see it appear there. So now what I want to happen is for it to wait a little while, and you can see I've already got a pause here. This is a slightly more sophisticated version. I'm going to take a pause and I'm going to put it underneath. So can I duplicate that? Yes. So pause, I'm going to pause for 1000 milliseconds, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplot that coordinates, so 0 and 2, and then I am going to repeat this. I'm going to duplicate that, and instead of 0, 2, I'm going to make it 1, 2, and then I'm going to add pause, and then I'm going to unplot 1, 2, and then I'm going to plot 2 and 2, and then I am going to pause, and I'm just right clicking here, and then I'm going to unplot 2 and 2, and I'm going to plot 3 and 2, and then I'm going to pause. So you can kind of, hopefully you're seeing what's going on here. I'm basically turning on an LED, I am waiting, I am then turning it off, and then I'm turning on the one next to it. So we're almost done. Plot, duplicate, 4 and 2. Alright, so we should see the dot move from left to right, and it should be in the middle. Let's watch this thing now. So I'm pressing play. I'm going to say it's when the A button is pressed. Let's watch it move. Fingers crossed it goes. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, and there we go. So it's moved across the screen. Like I said, slightly brute force approach where I'm actually physically telling, not physically, but I'm actually telling it move to one spot, wait, so turn on an LED, wait, turn off the LED, turn on the next one, wait, turn off the LED, turn on the next one, and so on. Now, like I said, we can, I'm going to just move this out of the way, I'm going to rebuild this. We can make it more sophisticated. By more sophisticated, I'll make that in another video.